Hi everyone, welcome to another session of Create with Emily. I feel like we have been doing these for so long, and this is the last week of scheduled Create with Emily. So if you've been watching me all this time, thank you so much. We're gonna do one more craft this week that goes with our camp theme, and that is back to school. So I know some of you are going back to school, whether that's at home, whether you get to go to school. It all looks different for everyone, and whatever you're doing is totally okay. I'm sure you are so excited, and I'm probably sure your parents are pretty excited too, that you get to go back to school and you get to start learning again. So we're going to make something today that has to do with that. We are going to make a pencil pouch. So you've probably seen these at Walmart. I got this one at Walmart for I think it was like 97 cents. So super cheap pencil pouch, and you can put all of your pens and binders. It's solid on one side, and then it has a clear pouch on the inside, and I'll take this out that way you can see. But I just got this one at Walmart. It has a clear pouch so you can put your pencils and your pens in there, maybe some post-it notes or your little scissors, whatever you decide you need. It also can go in your binder. So these come pretty blank, and you can get them in a lot of different colors. I chose like this bluish turquoise color since it's my favorite. And there was like a pink, and I think there was like a green. So really you get to choose your color. But we are going to decorate this today and personalize it so it's just for me. And you can do the same thing with yours. It's gonna be super easy. All you need is a pencil pouch and some puffy paint. So I have lots of different colors of puffy paint that I've collected over the years and kind of just have a small collection of it. But I'm gonna choose some colors first that I think will really pop on this blue, and then we will start decorating. I have all kinds of different colors in here, and I think it'll be really cool to see what we can create. So before you start, you might want to think of what you're going to draw on your paper. So this is the insert, and not so we don't waste any paper. I'm gonna kind of plan out what I'm going to put on the back of my pencil pouch right here, because it's about the same size, and it doesn't have to be exact, it's just gonna be a sketch. So I have a pen right here, and I think on the back of mine, I want to do my name, but I also think I'm going to add some flowers around it. So I'm gonna write this out, and then I will show you my plan. And this is just a rough sketch. You don't need to create anything too fancy, because this kind of just gives you a little plan of what you want to do. It doesn't need to be anything specific at all. But I think I'm going to focus on flowers around the outside and then my name on the inside. Let me show you in just 1 second. So this is what I have so far. It's a rough sketch. You can kind of see that I just have flowers in the corners and like a vine down the side with my name in the middle. So this is kind of the idea I'm going for. I'm not gonna keep going with this sketch just because I kind of already know what I wanna do, and I'm excited to get started. So here we go. This is our sketch. This is what we're gonna go off of, and I'm just gonna leave it here in front of me. So you can kind of see in front of me, I'm going to move my camera down just a little bit. So you may not be able to see my face as well, but this way you'll be able to see what we're painting on the pouch. That way you can go along with me. I am going to only paint on the back of this instead of the front. Puffy paint takes a little bit to dry, so I want to be able to lay this flat and just let it dry. Plus, there isn't too much room that you could add things. You could go back and add like teeny tiny polka dots or maybe stripes along the sides, but I would prefer just to keep it plain. That way it looks clean from the front, and then it's such a fun background. So I'm gonna set my phone right down here so you guys can kind of see what I am doing. So you can still see me, but this way you have a better view of my pencil pouch. So when this goes in a binder, the rings right here go in like the clips or the binder rings, and so it goes like this. So I'm gonna flip it over like it would be in the binder, and it's gonna go this way. So I'm gonna decorate with my rings at the top. This is gonna be the top of mine. So it's gonna look backwards to you since it's on camera, but this is what I'm gonna go off of. So it's a flat surface, and I think I'm going to work from the top of my binder down, just because puffy paint takes a little bit to dry, it's going to be a little bit harder to not smudge it. So I have a paper towel here just in case I need to wipe anything off, or I'm gonna get my puffy paints started on the paper towel too, because sometimes if you haven't used them in a little bit, it takes a little bit. So I'm gonna go right here in the corner and create the center of my flowers. So I think I'm gonna do 3 flowers in this corner. The fun thing with puffy paint is either it can be like raised a lot if you don't smooth it out, or you can smooth it out and it will kind of look just like normal paint. I'm gonna let it be raised just a little bit because I think that's so fun with the flowers. So far, if you can just see, I have my teeny tiny yellow circles, and I think I'm gonna do some pink flowers first and maybe some orange ones. So I'm just kind of squirting out a little bit on my paper towel. That way I know it works. You can really design anything. You could do cars, you could do just like a simple like stripes pattern. You could do really whatever you like. I love flowers and when they first bloom. So that's what I'm going to draw. So I have my first flower done. I don't know if you can see that. I have my first flower done. I'm gonna wait to color it in to see. I think I might leave some of them just like with the outline of the flower and some of them colored in. We'll see. Whatever your heart desires. This is your pencil pouch and you get to create it however you want it to be. So I'm gonna do an orange, little daisy down here. There's all different types of flowers. Do you guys have a certain type of flower that's your favorite? My favorite flower is probably a zinnia. And zinnias bloom in the summer when it's like the hottest months. Here we go, here's my second flower. And you can be as detailed with this or like put as little detail as you want. It's really up to you. I think we're gonna go with purple now. So I'm gonna use orange, purple, and pink as my different colors. Oops. Kind of made a mess, but that's why I have my paper towel right here. So when I shook that puffy paint, it got a little bit everywhere. So I'm just gonna wipe it off. And it left a little bit of a stain, but once we get finished, I bet you'll be able to see it. That's why I should have used my paper towel like I had before with the other colors first. So I'll use that next time. Some puffy paints are more liquidy than others, if that makes sense. And that one just happened to be. Okay, so I have my first corner done. I think it's so stinking cute. And I'm gonna move on to my other corner, and then I will add, I think my name will be next, because we're working from the top down. This one, I think I'm gonna try and do pink and orange together. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'll move my paper towel over here. I'm gonna do a little bit of pink and a little bit of orange. We're in a new location today. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have moved back to school. I go to Purdue University in Indiana. So I just moved back into school, and yesterday was our first day of classes. So maybe you've already started classes, maybe you are getting ready to. Probably just depends on where you live and what your school district is doing. I'm gonna color in these pink petals. That's kind of fun. I didn't love that purple, so I think I'm gonna switch to this light blue color and see if we can see it on this bag or not. Yeah, we can see it. That's cute. Okay, so next I'm gonna do my name, and I think I'm gonna just do my name in black. That way it stands out a little bit. It's always good to shake your puffy paints before, but make sure you keep the cap on because we don't want it spilling. So I'm gonna do my name right here in the middle. And I'm just kind of freehanding this, but if you wanted to, you could also sketch it out with pencil before and then go over your lines. It's really whatever you want to do or whatever you think would be easiest for you. And with puffy paint, it's kind of hard to get an exact line. So it's okay if it's not perfect. See, now I have my name. Put it right there. And we're gonna just keep adding more flowers. So I think I'm gonna try and do a big flower right here on the side because I left a little bit more room. And I want it to be a big flower with lots of different colors. Maybe all the different colors that I have used so far. I think that would be pretty cool. So let's see if we can do that. So I've used pink, and then I think I'm gonna use the blue and go the next layer of the flower. This little flower, although it doesn't look exactly like it, it kind of reminds me of a zinnia because you layer all the different colors, and zinnias have tons of different layers. Okay, now we're gonna move on to orange. Oh, that's so cute. And then purple. Our purple was a little runny, so I gotta be careful not to mess it up. But this one, you kind of just layer, and then I just do like little triangles. The farther I go out and the bigger the flower gets, the farther and larger the triangles get away from each other. So see right here? It's a fun layered flower, and I think I could even do another layer. Maybe since I began with pink, I'll finish with pink as well. That's so fun. Okay, so we're getting closer to the bottom, but before we do, I want to add some green across the top and do a little vine almost, because most flowers have leaves and stems. Some of them have vines, but I thought this would be a good way to like connect the flowers. So that's what we're gonna do right up here. And remember that puffy paint doesn't dry instantly, so you're gonna want to work either from the top down or make sure not to set your arm in it as you work. Oh yeah, that little vine is cute. So it's upside down right now, but I'll show you here in a little bit. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of green to my flowers up here. for some leaves. Once again, you can design whatever you want. I just chose flowers because I love fresh flowers. I have some roses on my table right now. But I'm just gonna stick with daisies and zinnias so far. So I'll turn it around so my name's not backwards here when we get finished. But I'm gonna keep going. And I think we need another little vine right here. And then I think I'm gonna do just a couple more flowers along the bottom right here. Maybe I'll just do one of each color, and then we'll add some leaves to it as well. You could do butterflies, you could do dinosaurs, you could do all sorts of different. I'm gonna do like 6 little tiny flowers down here. Little petals. Purple, and then I'm gonna do pink. This time I'm coloring the petals in as I go. Just a little bit. Pink, what other color? Let's do orange. I really like this orange color on the blue. So little teeny tiny flowers all along here. This light blue is a little hard to see, but I kind of like it. Then I think I'll just do pink again and purple again. So I only really used about 6 colors, including the black that I used my name on. But depending on your design, you could use more or less. It really just depends what you want it to look like. So, let's see. I'm gonna tilt it around. That way I don't set my arm in the paint. And add another vine right here. This one's a little bit more curvy, and then I think I'm just gonna add little leaves to these little teeny tiny ones down here. Okay, I think we're about done. Another thing you could do also is add some glitter puffy paint, which I think I'm just gonna go along the edges of my name and just add like little dots on all the corners. And that, once it dries, it looks silver right now, but it will dry to just like a clear glitter, and that kind of just adds something. You don't have to do that, but I have it, so I thought we might as well try it. Okay, I'm gonna flip you guys around. That way you can see what it looks like and show you the finished product. So let me flip the camera, and here we go. So we have my personalized pencil pouch, and I just used puffy paint and my pencil pouch that I got from Walmart. So if you guys decide to do this, please post a picture in the comments below so that I can see your final product. I will post a picture of mine below here in just a little bit. And this is a great way for you to personalize those pencil pouches that you got. They might come boring like this and plain colored, but you can add stuff to them and make them your own. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this Create with Emily session, and I'll see you all soon. Bye guys, good luck with your first day of school or first week. See you later.